You have been giving away your power your entire life, and you did not even notice it. Every time you reacted to someone who did not deserve it. Every time you explained yourself to people who were never going to understand. Every time you wasted energy on battles designed to drain you. You handed them a piece of your attention, a piece of your peace, a piece of your power, and they took it. But today that ends. The moment you stop reacting, you stop being controlled. Most people live on autopilot. Someone provokes them, they react. Someone questions them, they explain. Someone tries to bait them, they engage. They think engaging is strength. They think defending is intelligence. They are wrong. Real power players move differently. They do not react. They do not explain. They do not waste attention on people who do not matter. Machiavelli understood this centuries ago. Power is not being loud. Power is not proving yourself to everyone who doubts you. Power is selective. Power is strategic. Power is quiet. In the next few minutes, I am going to break down 7 rules that will change how you operate in every conversation, every conflict, and every social situation. These are not tips, they are leverage. Stay until the end, because the 7th rule is the one that separates people who survive from people who dominate. Drop this in the comments right now. I control my power. Let us begin. Rule 1. Guard your attention like gold. Your attention is currency. Every time you give it away, you invest your mental energy, emotional bandwidth, and time. Most people never ask the only question that matters. What am I getting in return? A hater leaves a comment, they respond. A toxic person starts drama, they engage. Someone disrespects them, they spend hours crafting the perfect comeback. And what do they get back? Nothing, just stress, frustration, and wasted life. The person who controls where their attention goes controls their entire life, because attention is not just focus, it is power. The filter is simple. Does this deserve access to me? If the answer is no, you move on. No explanation, no justification, no second thought. Ignoring the unworthy does not make you weak, it makes you untouchable. Rule 2. Never defend what does not require defense. Most people destroy their own authority by trying to clear their name every time someone throws mud. But defending yourself against baseless accusations gives those accusations legitimacy. The truth is, most people are not thinking about you as much as you think they are. When you respond with long explanations, you are not setting the record straight. You are creating a record that did not need to exist. Here is what happens when you defend unnecessarily. First, you signal that their opinion matters enough to cost you energy. Second, you reveal insecurity about the thing you are defending. Third, you teach them that pressure works on you. That is a trap disguised as conversation. The power move is simple. Acknowledgement without explanation. I hear you noted. Then silence. Rule 3. Explanation is for equals, not for everyone. Most people explain themselves to people who have no authority over their life. A stranger, a coworker who is irrelevant, a random person online. They demand an explanation and you give them one, because you think you owe clarity. You do not. The more you explain, the more you demystify yourself. You become predictable, easy to debate, easy to manipulate. There is a principle in negotiation. The first person to rush into filling silence often loses. If someone asks why you made a choice and they are not an equal, not a stakeholder, not someone you trust, you do not owe them a thesis. It made sense to me. Then silence. Rule 4. Absence creates value. Constant availability breeds contempt. Not immediately, but inevitably. If you respond instantly to everything, you train people to believe your time has no value. You become convenient, and convenient is the opposite of valuable. Scarcity does not just apply to money, it applies to attention, presence, access. When you stop being constantly accessible, people start wondering what changed, and that question shifts power toward you. This is not childish game playing. This is basic human psychology. People value what they cannot easily access. Your presence must be earned. Your time must be respected. Your availability must have boundaries. Rule 5. Emotion is information you are leaking. Every emotional reaction you show teaches people what works on you. You get angry, they learn anger is your button. You get defensive, They learn insecurity as your trigger. You get excited. They learn how to steer your enthusiasm. In poker, this is called a tell. In real life, it is the same game. Machiavelli wrote about appearing one way while being another. Here is the modern version. Feel everything, reveal little. Not because you are cold, because you are strategic. Stoic philosophy explains it simply. Epictetus taught that people are not disturbed by events, but by their judgment of events. Translation: your emotional neutrality in conflict is a weapon because it gives them nothing to work with. It forces them to escalate or retreat, and either one exposes them. Rule 6. Make them explain. This is where the frame flips. Most people answer accusations. Powerful people interrogate accusations. Instead of defending your position, make them defend their attack. Ask questions. What makes you think that? What evidence are you basing that on? What exactly are you claiming? The person asking the questions controls the frame. Most people have not thought deeply enough to defend their accusations. They are operating on emotion, assumption, or manipulation. Your questions expose that. You reveal their logic while revealing none of your own. This is Socratic method used correctly. Calm/surgical. Unstoppable. Rule 7. Calculated in action. Most people think power is action. Hustle, noise, constant movement, constant proving. Machiavelli understood something rarer. Sometimes the most powerful move is no move. Calculated inaction is the art of winning by refusing to enter battles that do not serve you. Someone spreads rumors. The old you panics, explains, defends, tries to control the narrative. The new you does nothing. You keep producing results. You keep moving with integrity. And the truth reveals itself without your participation. Someone tries to compete with you, copy you, bait you. The old you engages, tries to win directly. The new you ignores them and builds distance while they stare at you like a map. You attract without chasing. You dominate without confrontation. You conserve energy while others burn themselves down in drama. Your silence becomes weight. Your absence becomes pressure. Your indifference becomes legendary. Now you see the full system. Guard your attention. Do not defend what does not deserve defense. Explain only to equals. Use absence to create value. Stop leaking emotion. Make them explain. Win through calculated inaction. Most people will never operate this way. They will spend their lives reacting, explaining, defending, proving, chasing, validation. They will stay controllable. But you are not playing that game anymore. Drop this in the comments right now. I am untouchable. And if you want more of this psychology, explained the way it actually works, subscribe. This channel is not here to motivate you. It is here to sharpen you. Now tell me, which rule is hardest for you to apply immediately?